We move ahead, and what if factories are operated like our mobile phones, like mobile platforms? Meaning, today you go out, you buy an iOS phone, Android phone, Windows phone, and you start customizing it. You start adding apps to this. If you take that concept further to industries, would that be a possibility? Terry London from ProExpert will investigate this further after a short video.
In the science fiction movie Fifth Element, a character called Lelo was constructed from the few cells that were still viable from her arm after her spaceship had exploded. The lead scientist begins reconstructing the being using isolated DNA and a complex machine that puts the being together part by part, beginning with the skeleton, followed by muscles and organs, and finally exposing the body to ultraviolet radiation, forcing the body to take measures to protect itself from UV damage and by growing skin and hair. Recent advances have enabled 3D printing of biocompatible materials, cells, and supporting components into complex 3D functional living tissues. 3D bioprinting is being applied to regenerative medicine to address the need for tissues and organs suitable for transplantation. 3D bioprinting has already been used for the generation and transplantation of several tissues, including multilayered skin, bone, vascular grafts, tracheal splints, heart tissue, and cartilaginous structures.
Hello. If one ambitious vision is too ambitious, you have to cooperate. And this is exactly the case with our modular electronics factories, the idea I'm going to talk about. My name is Terry London, and I come from ProExpert, 23-year-old software company. Our core competencies are in securely interconnected machines, devices, human interfaces, and intelligent automation. And we have a lot of experience in automation industry. Our software works in leading drives and critical systems worldwide. And our passion is to create beautiful software that makes machines smarter and simplifies people's lives. We have a vision of easily configurable factories. Factories where I could install or replace my machines and software fast and easy. Where I could see transparent interconnections between machines and software. And where I could set up my factory lines from any machines out there, despite the manufacturer ease. We want flexible factories. We want scalable factories. Flexibility gives us ability to change directions when we need it. And scalability allows us to copy our technical processes from one factory line to all others, or even across all factories. Today, we know that scaling a factory, or in some cases even reconfiguring, it needs heavy additional software development. And why? Because those systems are not transparent or not modular. And to explain what modularity really is, in our context, I start from exact opposite side. We have lots of experience in software development, and we know what happens to code, what is developed and patched over and over in many years. It turns into spaghetti code. And exactly the same happens in those small IT departments where resources for maintenance is limited. At one moment, we have in our hands monolith pile of spaghetti, and we cannot make any changes there without possibly breaking anything, because we don't know what the system does. We don't know if it does everything we want it to do, or if it does anything we don't want it to do. And that is already a security matter. But we know that this kind of systems are not flexible or not scalable. And there is also opposite situation, where those production lines are managed with Excel sheets or USB sticks. And those lines are also not flexible or scalable, because all this spaghetti architecture is in few people's heads, and you cannot scale people's know-how so easily. So we want to make those factories scalable and flexible. We know that there are many great softwares out there that do manage those productions, but there is a problem with those. We always need one more additional feature that this solution doesn't provide us. And this brings us back to the beginning. We have to still put together our own production line from different software solutions and from different machines. And this leads us to the spaghetti problem. But the world around us has turned to modular approach. We have used to this modularity, like in our smartphones. We are not satisfied anymore with those old mobile phones where all those applications were pre-installed and hard-coded. Now we want to put together our own mobile phone, our own working environment, and we want to change it if we need it. To do that, we need to take control. We need to throw away all those impediments and start building our own platform. We want to build a platform where you can connect all those machines and software hassle-free. And if I'm a factory owner, I could select all my devices I want to use and all my software I want to use and test those out instantly. That is our vision. Instead of buying one expensive software solution and spend a lot of money deploying it and maintaining it, I want to try out different small applications and decide what's good for me and what's not. And I want to rent those so I can change my direction when my functionality changes. And exactly the same applies to machines also. I want to rent, use, plug in, and return it if I don't need it anymore. To start our mission towards open platform and open market where everybody can participate, we have started with electronics assembly, because electronics assembly factories are most demanding factories right now, because they count split seconds. We have cooperation with multiple different electronics factories, but right now we can name only two, Enix and Oshino. With those, we have started our journey toward Industry 4.0. But at the end of the year, we're sure we have successful results at least in 5 factories. We know that today are certain services that factories already need, like predictive monitoring, predictive maintenance, security, and data services. But we believe that with open platform, where anybody can participate, where anybody put their products on, innovative things start to happen. This is already proved in smartphone world. For example, before the first smartphone was built, I'm sure there were few people who visioned this kind of taxi services we have today or any other innovative services. And this is why we want to achieve in factory world. We want to bring together people who put their common knowledge together and start innovate. To start our mission, we have started our project already in Estonian ICT cluster and in Estonian Electronics Industries Association. But if you feel that you want to change your current workspace, your current factory, or if you want to commit in any other way, just sign up in our webpage and we will reach you. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Do you think Estonia is strong enough to set standards here?
Yes, I'm sure. I think they already do this kind of stuff.
Any other questions to Terry? Yeah, microphone 6th row, please.
Hello, Christian Ermenish in Tallinn OÜ from the EMS industry. My question regarding your case references, Oshino and Enix, are you going to have some sort of a, how to say, case studies or ROI analysis for public use also? Because today these are references, but I'm sure that other EMS industries would be interested.
Okay. We're right now in pilot phase. And hopefully this pilot phase ends at the end of the year. And as this is cooperation with factories, we invent all those things together right now. And of course we want to create public case out of it. But it depends also on the partners. We don't know it yet. It's a journey.
Any other questions? I use a little insight that I have, and is it true that ProExpert software is running the majority of European beer industry?
Yes, of course.
Have you thought about starting the standardization somewhere there?
Yes, our beer depends on our software.
That's a good place to standardize. Not the taste.
The taste. Yeah, we shouldn't standardize the taste.
Anything else? If not, then we'll ask our starship. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you very much. Thank you.